We remember our curlers very well. I said curlers. Oh, wait, you kept the don't yawn right next to the camera. This sounds like this. Dude, we just yawn close to the camera. Oh wait, my bad. God, I can't stop yawning. Harold, look what he's done. He's made me yawn twice now, 3 times. Okay, now it's off. It's off.
You gotta take it off. Because we got the wrong one.
Oh.
I got it.
Good, good. Okay, we still got time for practice.
Oh yeah, we got 40 minutes.
Uh-huh. 39 minutes. Four seasons, auto wash. 1501.
What?
Four seasons, auto wash. Go Warriors.
Why not?
I like how I just look this way. I look away, and I quickly swing my head towards you. As he continues to dance. And then the music stops. As we slowly stop standing.
Why not?
We're not going to talk about that.
Let's talk about that. What's Ligma?
Haley's supposed to be here. Haley's oh my God,
I can't feel that.
what the hell? Yeah, 33 now.
That's a car. Observe.
Christian Wiseman and Christian Urias, who are wanted in the south end of the stadium. Christian Wiseman, Christian Urias, please make your way to the south end of the stadium for homecoming festivities.
I'm ready.
Mic check. Mic check.
What? Huh. Well, if it comes back on screen, that.
That's how you die.
No, I'm not.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you
I'm not saying anything.
our 2021 Homecoming Court of Royalty. We begin tonight with our freshman attendance Avery Thomas and Henry Gross.
Where are they? That's my problem.
Yeah, good point.
Avery is the daughter of Matt and Tracy Thomas, and Avery is a member of the volleyball and basketball teams. Henry is the son of Christopher and Jennifer Gross and participates in cross-country, basketball, track, and band. Ladies and gentlemen, our freshman attendants, Avery Thomas and Henry Gross.
You don't need this stuff slow. You don't have time for slow.
Now our sophomore attendants, Noel Sutcliffe and Christian Wiseman.
I'm kind of surprised they made it.
Noel is the daughter of Mike and Nancy Sutcliffe and is a member of the volleyball and track team. Christian is the son of Adam and Jody Wiseman and is a member of the track team. Ladies and gentlemen, your sophomore attendants, Noel Sutcliffe and Christian Wiseman. And now our junior attendants, Brianna Baker and Hunter Benson. Brianna is the daughter of Amber Baker and Derek Knight and is a member of the bowling team. Hunter is the son of Brian and Carrie Benson and is a member of the football and track and field teams. Ladies and gentlemen, your junior attendants, Brianna Baker and Hunter Benson. And now it is our pleasure to introduce to you this year's senior homecoming King and Queen candidates. Our first pair of royalty tonight is Emily Belize and Isaac Dingman. Emily is the daughter of Tony and Jody Belize and is a member of the cross-country and track teams and is involved in dance marathon. Next fall, Emily plans to attend Iowa State University. Isaac is the son of Joel and Belinda Dingman. Isaac is a member of the soccer team and participates in show choir. His plans for the fall are to go to college to major in either athletic training or business management finance and would like to continue his soccer career. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Belize and Isaac Dingman. Our next pair of senior court candidates are Cassie Elliott and Eli Newland. Cassie is the daughter of Matt and Angie Elliott. She is involved in choir, varsity show choir, musical theater, student council, National Honor Society, dance marathon, and is a boys varsity basketball manager. Next fall, her plans are majoring in counseling psychology to become a school counselor. Eli is the son of Scott and Tricia Newland. He is the captain of the robotics team, president of the chess club, and is a member of the cross-country and tennis team, and a member of the marching and jazz bands. Eli's future plans include attending Iowa State University to double major in mechanical engineering and agricultural science with a math minor. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassie Elliott and Eli Newland. Our fourth pair of seniors is Maya Houston and Billy Thompson.
I see Isaiah.
Maya is the daughter of Dustin and Kelly Houston, and she is a member of the bowling team. Her future plans are to attend Hawkeye Tech Community College to pursue a degree in nursing. Billy is the son of Jennifer and Sean Goodside. Billy participates in the school musicals, plays, large group speech, and show choir. His future plans are undecided at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, Maya Houston and Billy Thompson. Our final pair of senior court candidates are Kennedy Wendell and Christian Urias.
Next
Kennedy is the daughter of Keith and Kristen Wendell. Kennedy is a member of the cross-country, track, and soccer teams. She is a member of the National Honor Society and participates in dance marathons. Next fall, Kennedy plans to attend Iowa State University to major in computer science and minor in business. Christian is the son of Deacon and Debbie Urias. He is a member of the bowling team and plans to join the Iowa National Guard and attend Kirkwood Community College for automotive engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Kennedy Wendell and Christian Urias. And now your 2021 homecoming king and queen, Steve, Morrow, and Olivia Adams. And he is the son of Steve and Michelle Morrow and is a member of the basketball and baseball teams. Next fall, he plans to attend DMAC to continue his academic and baseball careers. Olivia is the daughter of Willie and Lisa Adams. Olivia participates in band, choir, show choir, student council, and National Honor Society. Next fall, she will attend the University of Iowa and major in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 homecoming king and queen and royalty court.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Yeah, I see the flags
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Yeah, I know. They haven't entered the system. There's a lantern. It's one of those Chinese lanterns.
I thought it was drum. No, it was
Mic test.
Oh, I think I missed my chance. Ooh. Yeah, I missed it. It's close. That was the Chinese lantern. That was the lantern.
I like how they had some ads around the chat.
Yeah. Rona probably looked up and said, what?
Yep. What?
I remember the
You know if we are going to be ready to break the car again?
probably not. I mean, I'm probably just gonna man, everybody looks so cool in their sunglasses.
I gotta stay till like.
Hey, Joe!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Warrior Stadium in Miners Field, home of the Warriors, and Homecoming 2021. for Week 4 and the final non-district game of the Iowa High School Football 2021 season. Tonight, Norwalk welcomes our visitors from Dallas and Grimes. The Mustangs entered tonight's game with an overall record of 0-3. The Warriors entered tonight's game with a 2-1 overall record. The Warriors will travel to Boone next Friday for their first district game of the year, and will be back here in Warrior Stadium on Friday, October 1st, as they host Indianola. Tonight's officials are referee Dave Rittman, umpire Brian Oracle, head linesman Garrett Gobble, line judge Tyler Brady, and the back judge, Grant Kittle.
Glitter? Kettle? Oh, kettle. Like kettle. Oh, kettle. Oh, bam.
Well, I don't think we're playing right now. I don't think.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Pregame National Anthem celebration. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Norwalk High School Trumpet Choir under the direction of Ben McCartney.
Sure. Yeah. I have a girlfriend. I've had a girlfriend for a year. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm near you too. Fuck you. She's almost supposed to be one.
I thought we were singing the national anthem, so I stood up. He just faked me out. Oh my God. But I do need to see people that are in the choir and their kids.
Of what? I can see that.
Crisis was so bad, we didn't have that much time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you now stand, remove your cap, as the colors of our nation are being presented by Cummings Legion Post number 562 and Scout Troop 30.
What's your opinion respecting the flag? I vote that it would be looking weird if they're not respecting the flag. When?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we honor our nation and the servicemen and women around the world who serve our country with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please remain standing. Please remain standing with your hats removed until the colors have left the field. Thank you.
I was only doing that because to remain focused on the flag because I know I was going to move. I was doing that because the cord kept moving the camera. I'm not going to use the watch for the rest of the game though.
If you want anything to come do for the whole game, will I shadow you?
No.
Thank you.
Huh?
Be sure to watch the Norwalk Warriors Marching Band during their halftime performance of tonight's game. The theme for this year's show is Sweet Dreams. That's with a Z. Let's show our support for the Warriors Marching Band. Thank you and go Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the middle of the track and help me welcome two honorary homecoming youth captains for tonight's game.
Oh, they are?
Our honorary captains are Xander Marin, a third grader at Orchard Hills, and Cynthia Marin, a fifth grader at Lakewood. They are the children of Brittany Marin and Staff Sergeant Shane Marin of the Iowa National Guard. Xander and Cynthia were chosen as honorary captains to assist in delivering tonight's game ball to the officials in the north end zone. Come on out and deliver the football for tonight's game.
Where's the baby? She's talking.
Okay, now it got chilly.
Should I see that change the audio for the camera yet?
Ladies and gentlemen, Xander and Cynthia's father, Staff Sergeant Marin of the Iowa National Guard's 132 Fighter Wing, has been overseas deployment for the past 6 months and just arrived back home this afternoon. What a great surprise. We welcome home Staff Sergeant Marin and a happy homecoming to Xander and Cynthia.
the things like the Champions League. I believe I've also used it 4 times. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to remind you that the concession stand is open. And on over to the north side of the track, there's 2 concession booths. One for the visitors and one for the Warriors.
4 times. There you have it. 10 times.
Everybody up. Nobody wakes up. I'm eating pancakes by myself.
For your Warrior offense, Lennon Hochstein, junior, number 9.
Chase Monroe, senior, number 30. Ed Campbell, senior, number 6. Dylan Ray, junior, number 11. Skylar Olson, junior, number 20. Kayla Rodman, sophomore, number 7. Grant Kimball, senior, number 72. Ben Lidke, junior, number 77. Justin Hayes, senior, number 69. Terrence Truman, senior, number 55. Noah Mulford, junior, number 78.
And now, for your Warrior defense.
Hunter Blomgren, senior, number 94. Max Fortune Johnson, junior, number 56. Logan Overholzer, senior, number 50. Caden Johnson, senior, number 8. DJ Harris, junior, number 34. Braden Ross, junior, number 48. Braden Pearson, junior, number 21. Justice Williams, junior, number 4. Kyler Pearson, senior, number 10. Josh Brown, junior, number 1. Tracy Davis, senior, number 23.
And on special teams tonight, Lennon Hochstein, junior, number 9.
Gabe Johnson, junior, number 29. Kayla Rodman, sophomore, number 7.
We got 6 minutes. 6 minutes? Oh, yep. Let's head over.
You want to do 1 and 2? Quarter 1 and 2?
Oh no, I'm gonna take over for this quarter. You're gonna shadow. You're gonna take over for the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little public service announcement. Question: what is the best way to start feeling better? Is it to start with physical therapy? At Athletico, their therapists, the same ones who work with world-class athletes, can transform your pain or injury before it progresses to something worse. The sooner you start with physical therapy, the sooner you can start changing everything. It all starts with Athletico. Athletico is proud to be the official provider of physical therapy and athletic training for Norwalk High School.
Who are you waving at?
Thank you.
The camera down there.
What? Oh, that camera.
Because they're pointing at us, I think. I don't know.
They are.
Are they? I think they might be pointing at the student section. I'm not sure.
No, they're pointing at us. Wait. Yeah.
Just
Yeah, they're pointing at us. Look at the move. It's hidden.
It's dead.
It is.
It's dead.
Uh-oh. Left Oh god.
I can't do the actual jump kicks because if I do, I'll fall off. Also, I'll shake the camera. I hear startup music, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, never mind.
Up, camera. What the frick?
I'm gonna have to use a lock for this. I might have to. What?
Some of them are out of the lockers. Good. Thank you. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, no, they're out.
3-yard loss. Brings up second down and 13.
Can you let me readjust real quickly?
Then up to they go. The white team.
That's done. DCG.
Yep.
Alright, you can put me live again.
Next up is us.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Isn't there for wrestling?
Bop, bop, beep.
Oh, Jesus. What the? Whoa. God damn, could have we missed it?
No, they got it.
Did they? I don't think they did. They did.
What was that?
There's smoke over there. There's smoke over there.
I know, they threw like...
There was like confetti and smoke.
It looks cool, I'll have to watch it back on the screen when we get done.
Only they recorded it.
No, don't be bad sport about it.
Oh my god. Oh hey, that's us.
Wait.
No, we're not.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. They're next. Come on. Go. Attention, cameras are now set into central position.
Okay.
Let's go!
Here come your Warriors!
Car, truck, or SUV. Stop by the dealership or visit SouthtownCDJ.com. As the Warriors are making their grand entrance out onto the field, we're just about ready for some football tonight between Norwalk and Dallas Center Grimes. John Mowinkle, Chris Larson with you here for this Week 4 contest as we are live on the KNIA 3 stream, and also want to welcome in our video viewers on the Norwalk Warrior Productions YouTube channel. Very grateful to Al Lammers and the staff here to allow us to share our broadcast to all the viewers on there, and a big welcome to, of course, all of our viewers on YouTube as well. I think that's definitely a great thing for the district to be able to have that type of relationship for us to be on the stream as well.
Absolutely, it's good for me to be back. Several years ago, I used to do that with Kevin Boyce, and just a shout out to Tim.
Big tough guys, the tank.
Welcome to Norwalk High School in the Warrior Stadium.
remind all fans that Norwalk High School, along with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa High School Athletic Association, encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all high school contests. Please encourage players and coaches with positive behavior and comments as well as respecting the decisions of the game officials.
Remember that what you do and say during the contest reflects on you, your team, school, and community.
Enjoy tonight's game by displaying positive sportsmanship. Thank you, and we wish our visitors the best of luck. Go Warriors!
Norwalk has won the toss, deferred their choice to the second half. Dallas Center Grimes has elected to receive.
Doing the kicking for Norwalk is number 7, Taylor Rodman.
And it's a low line drive kickoff, bounces at the 25-yard line. It's muffed back down inside the 10-yard line by the DCG return man. Gets a seam and returns it across the 25-yard line. And a swarm of Warrior defenders brings him down around the 24-yard line. And that is where the Mustangs will start. 1st and 10 on tonight's opening drive of the ball game. Let's take a look at tonight's colors of the game. The Warriors in a different look tonight. Gold helmets as always, but they're wearing their black jerseys with purple numbers and gold outlines, and gold pants for the Warriors tonight on their home field. And DCG with red helmets, white jerseys with red numbers, and white pants as well. So those are tonight's colors of the game as DCG starts at their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. It's Halverson in the shotgun, running back to his left. He fakes the handoff. Quick throw near side. He finds Jackson on the slant route as he gets up across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And Keaton Jackson with a catch and run, a first down pickup on the first play of the game for DCG as they're up to the 37.
Interesting screen pass on that play. You know, the blockers were engaged downfield, but because the pass was behind the line of scrimmage, that was a legal play. Just a little bit of a different look there.
Jackson Jones, the receiver to the near side for DCG. 3 receivers out to the far side. Halverson back to throw. Swings it far side of the field, and it's caught along the sideline once again by Jackson. And he's pushed out just shy of the 45-yard line. Gain of around 7 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd down and short for Dallas Center Grimes. And the Mustangs with a decent-looking drive here to get us started offensively tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting for our defense tonight. You know, kind of the first passing team we've played this year. You know, everybody else has been pretty run dominant.
And of course, The running back last week for Lewis Central at 175 yards rushing. Another action play this time. Halverson taken off upfield, picks up a first down, brought down right at the 50-yard line. That's where he's tripped up, and another chain mover for DCG. A pickup of about 6 yards and another first down.
Well, a little bit of a broken play there, but we just weren't able to get much push upfield, and so yeah, you know, really though, getting back to that, if you think about it, Pella was really run dominant, and Des Moines Lincoln was as well. So this is different. We haven't faced a quarterback like Houston yet.
Up the middle goes their running back. This is Carpenter. Stumbles out of a tackle inside the 40-yard line into Norwalk territory. Gain of about 15 or so yards on the play. Make it 14 as they will spot the ball right there at the, I believe, the 36-yard line. And DCG, there's that run play that they go to with their running back by committee offense. A pickup of 14. And they are into Norwalk territory. Halverson hands it to Carpenter. Once again, dances through the hole up the middle and across the 30-yard line, a pickup of about 7.
Well, you know, this is a big area of the field. We've given up some yards, but now it's time for our defense to bow up. Unfortunately, they've been moving the ball both on the ground and through the air so far.
10-12 to go here first quarter, and it's a handoff to Carpenter once again. A halfback dive play up the middle, swarmed at the line of scrimmage, and brought down for no gain. Maybe a loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and medium coming up for Dallas Sutter Grimes. That Warriors stout defensive line in there to make the stop.
It'll be a 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
And they will back him up 2 yards to the 31.
Be an interesting play call right here for Dallas Center Grimes. You know, it's 3rd down, but this is probably 4-down territory here, so it'll be interesting. Pretty much have their whole playbook, you know, I think, to play with right now.
4 wide receivers in the formation for the Mustangs. It's 3rd down and 5. Halverson back to throw. He's under pressure, and he is brought down to the backfield. A sack for that Warrior defensive line.
Halverson.
I think that was Hunter Blomgren who got the initial pressure.
For a Warrior sack.
So that'll back him up to the 37-yard line. And again, those purple numbers on those black jerseys, a little tough for us to tell who it is up there. But I believe, like you said, yeah, Blomgren was the man in there to make the stop. And so now you're talking a 4th and long, Chris. We were talking 4-down territory a little bit ago in what might have been a 4th and short situation. And looks like that offense will remain on the field here. Halverson is in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers in the formation. Here he is, back to throw. Under pressure once again, and he is sacked again. Forward progress will be stopped as he somehow stays on his feet, and that's a turnover on downs, and the Warriors take over at the 42-yard line.
Really nice job. Oh, and we have a late flag right here.
A loss of 6 on the play.
On the tackle.
And let's see what the flag is all about. If it's against Norwalk and if it's one of those 15-yard penalties, all of a sudden you're backing up out of good starting field position, but we'll see what the official call is. And it looks like they're marching it back, yeah.
Oh, my.
Penalties were kind of a factor in the game last week at Lewis Central.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Norwalk, number 21. After the penalty, 1st down.
Okay, so we do get possession of the ball because it was after the play, but the thing that really hurts us right there is, you know, we're going to have great field position after the sack. Now you just have pretty average starting field position here on your own 25-yard line.
So hopefully that doesn't prove to be too big of a game changer, as the Warriors will take over at their own 26-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side of the formation as Hookstein starts off in the shotgun. Quick throw, far side of the field, hauled in by Kaylor Rodman on the short curl route and pushed out after a gain of 7 or 8 yards on the play, up across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And there's Kaylor Rodman making a name for himself just in his sophomore season for the Warriors, stepping into some big shoes here tonight.
Yeah, Kaylor is a really good athlete, and I thought he had a really good game last week, and I think we're going to continue to see bigger and bigger things out of him each week.
8:37 to go first quarter. Still scoreless between Norwalk and Dallas Sutter Grimes. Here's a running back carry up the middle. I believe this is Chase Monroe. Picks up almost 1st down yardage, and we'll see if they end up moving the chains. And they will signal to move the chains. And that's a 1st down carry for the Warriors. There's that running game that Coach P talked about in our pregame interview. Picking up a 1st down that time around.
Love to see that, a 1st down off a run. That's really good for us.
Up to the 37-yard line goes Norwalk. And receiver goes in motion, and it's going to be a illegal procedure against Norwalk. It was Chase Monroe coming around on a jet sweep. And I think
Ball start. Offense, number 7.
And maybe some timing was off a little bit, and the center maybe just didn't snap the ball, just kind of a broken play that time.
Yep.
So a little bit of miscommunication will back the Warriors up 5 yards and make it 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line. 8:17 to go here in the first quarter, as the Warriors trying to bounce back from their first loss of the season. Dallas Center Grimes looking to win for the first time this year. 3 receivers to the near side of the formation, empty backfield. Hookstein throws it over the middle of the field, and a flag flies out of the backfield right as the catch was made by Dylan Rankin. We'll see if this one's brought back.
Yeah, I think we had some formation issues on both sides of the field, actually. So we had flags on both sides, and I don't know if our receivers got set either way.
Either way, probably just going to be a 5-yard penalty, but again, they'll probably stay first down, and all of a sudden we're going to see 1st and 20 here.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
5 players in the backfield. All right.
We'll bring up a first down.
Yeah, so you got to just make sure that you get up on that line, and that was just a mental mistake there by our receivers. You know, we have Braden Carlson out, and we have Jackson Campbell out, and sometimes those little things, just getting lined up correctly, it can be a problem.
Here's a run play up the middle. Not much happening here. Chase Monroe gets swallowed up right around the line of scrimmage, and maybe even a loss on the play.
Picks up 1.
And they do give him a yard on the play. Forward progress, and that'll make it 2nd down and 19 for Norwalk. All the way back from their own 28. Need to get to the 40, make the 48-yard line for a first down. So some early penalties for Norwalk. Back to throw. Hookstein avoids a sack. Now rolling out to his right. Jukes back to the left and slides down and is sacked. A flag is down once again on the far side of the field.
Landon Hookstein.
Almost looks like a formation issue again, potentially.
There's a penalty marker on the play.
Man, lots of early penalties here for Norwalk, and Coach P and the staff cannot be happy about that.
I think they're going to decline this one.
Offense, number 78. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
Yeah, you declined it to make it a really long 3rd down.
Yeah.
So,
you know, it's an interesting decision right there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you decide to move them back 10 more yards, they're at the 15-yard line, you know, and you can really get a field position win. So, but he decided to decline it and make it 3rd and long nonetheless.
it's 3rd and 21. Norwalk needs to get it to the 48-yard line in their own territory. Monroe, the running back, to Hookstein's left, and a whistle, and it looks like the Warriors have called a timeout.
Timeout. Norwalk.
Yep, and there it is. That's their first of the half. DCG still with 3 timeouts remaining. Yeah, Chris, interesting scenario that Norwalk finds them in on their first drive of the game. And, man, just those penalties have really killed this thing.
Yeah, and you know, I think we're seeing a lot of formation penalties, and I think that has a lot to do with our substitutions. And so it's on not just the subs, but some of the guys who have been playing a little bit more should be able to help some of their teammates out. You know, everybody else has had 3 good weeks in, so they should be able to help some of their teammates out by getting them in the right spots.
So we'll see what they decide to dial up here on 3rd down and 21. I don't know, Chris. There's not many plays in the playbook for this scenario.
I think right now, this is you hear me talk about this a lot, that possessions are good when they end in a kick. And right now, ending it in a punt would not be the worst thing for us. Let's just not have a silly turnover in our territory, a momentum shift. Let's just punt and let our defense play some.
So here we go. It's 3rd down and 21 for the Warriors. Hookstein back to throw. Fakes a pass left. Now takes off upfield. And not much here.
I really want to compliment Coach Patterson on the play call, though. You know how we talked about it at the beginning of the game, that it's partially on the players, but then it's also partially on the coaches. That is a great example right there. Instead of making a play call where he just drops Landon back and lets him toss one up, he just made a conservative play call right there, let him punt, and now lets his defense play. Great job.
Pretty low-risk play that time, so they will punt it here. Hookstein gets the right leg into it. It's a spiral kick. Bounces along the near sideline all the way down inside the 10, inside the 5, and just into the end zone. Oh, man, that was slowing down. It just had a little too much heat on it. Man, that landed about the 25 and just rolled straight parallel to the sideline and just into the end zone before it deadened.
You know, I think if we have any youngsters watching out there, though, that's a good learning tip right there. That's why you always run hard from the start. You know, I watched a couple of our guys that, you know, probably just thought, oh, it was going to die. If they maybe would have sprinted from the very start, we might have had a chance at that one.
Either way, it still flips the field position as DCG takes over at their own 20-yard line. 6:13 to go first quarter, still no score. A quick throw to the far side of the field. It's Jackson hauling it in at the 20-yard line on a wide receiver screen. He's met just a yard ahead of the line of scrimmage, so it should be about 2nd down and 9 as he's swarmed by black jerseys out there.
For a 1-yard gain.
So they will say he gained 1 yard. Keaton Jackson on the reception for DCG. Do have a couple of Windham Law Firm instant radio updates. Pleasantville is trailing Sigourney Keota 28-0 midway through the second quarter. Also, we have Pella taking on Bondurant Farrar on 92.1 KRLS tonight. Here's Halverston rolling to his left. Now back to his right, and he's brought down to the backfield. I think that was Maddox fortunate Johnson in there on the sack, trailing him down and bringing him down from behind.
I didn't catch at the start of the game if Maddox was out. I know on the last couple plays of that first possession, he was not in there. I noticed that, and so I don't know if that was something that just happened and snuck up, but it's nice to see that we were getting penetration without him. Now with him, obviously, really good things happening for us.
So it puts the Mustangs in a 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 15 from their own 15-yard line. They need the 30 to pick up that first. 3 receivers near side of the formation for DCG. Here's Halverston, and he hands it off up the middle, as this is Smith this time, taking it to the right side, nearly gets a first down, and he's brought down shy of the sticks, and a 4th and short coming up for the Mustangs. It's Arbuckle, pardon me, and it'll be 4th and short.
By Davis.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out right there. You know, I think similar to what we talked about with Coach Patterson right there. Just a run play. I think they just didn't really want to make any mistakes deep in their own territory. Nice tackle out there by Tracy Davis to make sure that they didn't get the first down.
Here's a 4th and 3, and DCG is in the punt formation, kind of a wobbly snap, and the ball is up and in the air. Fair catch called for at the 37-yard line and made by Kai Pearson back there. Kai Pearson, he had some nice defensive scores in the first 2 games of the season. He's had a really good start to the year. All right, so Norwalk will take over then after the DCG punt. 2 consecutive drives in this game have now resulted in punts. That time, though, it was a 3 and out, and the Warriors will start between their own 36 and 37-yard lines here with 4:16 to go in the first quarter, and we're still scoreless between Norwalk and Dallas Center Grimes. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. And they fake the jet sweep handoff, and they go up the middle, and no gain on the play this time.
Really got to get that push up front. We got to get a helmet on a helmet, and you know, it's all great to sit and talk about the running game, but that all starts up front with our linemen, and we gotta be able to get a helmet on a helmet, and just give our runners an opportunity to get to that second level.
It was Luke Jones on the carry for officially a loss of 1, and they make it 2nd down and 11. Hookstein rolling out to the right, and a low throw is bobbled and incomplete. Cade Campbell on the comeback route near side of the formation, could not quite haul it in, just a little bit short that time from Hookstein, and a 3rd and 11.
Cade Campbell. They'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, well, now we're back into 3rd and long, and that's where that first down run play is so important. You know, it really sets up the rest of the drive. Let's see if Landon can't make a play here. Let's keep our eye on Dylan Rank over there across the field.
It's a 3rd down and 11. They need to get it to the 47-yard line. Hookstein flushed out to the left. Now back to his right. He's being chased. Throws it near side toward the sideline. Nearly caught on the near side, but it's incomplete.
For those of people viewing, they can probably see this, but for our listeners, it's the difference between having Dylan Rank and Braden Carlson on the field at the same time and having only Dylan Rank, because they rolled all their coverage. They had 3 guys over there with Dylan, and that's where having 2 guys like that are big, strong, and fast really puts us at such an advantage. So we're going to have to figure something out there tonight in order to get this offense moving.
3.5 to go now in the first quarter, and the Warriors with a 3 and out, and Hookstein out there, as they are are in the punt formation. And here's the snap. This is a shorter kick this time, bouncing down the sideline again, but it rolls out in between the 25 and 30-yard lines. So not quite as ineffective of a punt that time from Hookstein, but it'll still be a relatively decent field position defensively for Norwalk. And now 3 straight drives have resulted in punts in this game. 3:26 to go in the first quarter, and we are still scoreless.
You know, John, I am curious if the wind down on the field is affecting just a touch. You know, it feels like DCG's going against the wind right now, and I feel like it is significant down there tonight.
Here's Arbuckle up the middle. He's brought down at the line.
Maddox Johnson is he's a problem right now for DCG. They have no one who can block him.
He is just getting that initial push up front.
Yeah.
He kind of had a tougher game last week out at Lewis Central. Didn't call his name too many times last week, but already the Iowa Hawkeye commit is making a big impact here in this game.
Yep, absolutely. And a good bounce back game for Maddox. You know, and let's continue to see that up front. Winning those trenches is where it all starts.
Second down and 10 coming up for Dallas Sutter Grimes after no gain on the first play of the drive. And Carpenter goes on a jet sweep, and they hand it off to him on the right side, being chased from behind, brought down to the backfield, a loss of 4 on the play.
Nice job.
DCG running the jet sweep. And I couldn't quite tell who it was out there once again over on the far side of the field, but it's a 3rd and long coming up.
Justice Williams.
Yeah, okay.
Justice Williams, they say.
Williams?
There we go.
Okay. It was a little, these black jerseys, it is hard to see. Nice job. It was somebody from our secondary, and that's what you're supposed to do on those jet sweeps, is the secondary's got to read that, and they did a nice job knocking them out of bounds.
Checking into the game for DCG is Johnny Iverson, a wide receiver, number 8. And they fake the jet sweep handoff. Halverson goes straight up the middle on the quarterback keeper and brought down for maybe 1 or 2 yards on the play. And another punting situation coming up for Dallas Sutter Grimes. 4th and 12 coming up.
Nice job again by the interior defense of the Warriors, and just some really good stuff from both defenses here to start the game. And let's see if Kai Pearson can't get his hands on it. We know he's pretty slick once he gets his hands on the ball.
This is a way high snap. The punter gets a hold of it and does get it off. It bounces on the other side of the 50-yard line, and the Warriors will just let this one roll. And it's kind of a sidewinder as it heads on over to the DCG sideline.
We have a flag down there. I didn't see, did they hit the punter, or was it a holding on DCG?
Yeah, as soon as that ball was kicked, I was watching it sail down the field to see him set up the return. And, of course, we don't have any replay at our disposal, so we'll see if this is running into or roughing or some sort of holding on the play. Minute 50.
Looks like it's going to be, they're talking to him, so I'm guessing it's running into the kicker, and he's probably, I think he's a little, Coach Heitland's a little frustrated. He thinks it was roughing the kicker, but.
Because the difference between roughing and running into is just if it's running into, it's a 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
And if it's roughing, it's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down regardless of the yardage.
Now his choice is he can move it up 5 yards and punt again, or he can take the 5 yards from where the punt landed. So that's what he's discussing right now, and he's kind of
a game of chess with these early penalties here, whether you, like in this situation, you want to kick it again or you decline a holding penalty, make it 3rd and long earlier in the game. And let's see, it looks like it's going to stay 4th down, at least for now.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just take him back 5 yards from the spot and play ball from there.
Running into the kicker, 5-yard penalty being forced after the change of possession, first down.
All right, so that's one way to do it. So it'll just be a 5-yard penalty against the Norwalk offense.
Football. It'll be first down and 10.
And the down and distance doesn't change. It'll still just be a first down. The drive will just start 5 yards further back. So this is Norwalk's 3rd possession of the game. Now 4 straight drives for both teams have resulted in punts. A minute 53 to go in the first quarter. And we are still scoreless between these two Little Hawkeye Conference foes. 3 receivers to the near side of the formation. And it's a QB keeper for Hookstein. Bootleg to the right, up the field and across the 50-yard line before Hookstein is brought down in Dallas Center Grimes territory, and a gain of 13.
But the last couple possessions where we ran the football, it sets up some other things. You can't set those up up if you're not willing to take some of the other losses or just simple 2-yard gains.
Into DCG territory at the 48-yard line goes Norwalk. $1:36 to go in the first quarter. And now they flip the formation around. 3 receivers out to the far side. Rodman, the receiver, to the near side. Pump fake for Hookstein. Rolls left. He airs it out down the far side of the field. It is incomplete. Overshot the intended receiver. That had a chance for 6.
Is that Kaylor Rodman down there? I can't tell.
I don't believe so. Rodman was on the near side of the field that time. And that was
Kate Campbell.
Oh man, I'm trying to.
I know,
got the
it's hard to
binoculars
see.
out here.
He's coming off, so we should be.
That was Skylar Olson.
Yeah, and Skylar's got to keep running on that ball. He kind of stopped and tried to gauge the ball. You just got to run through it there.
So 2nd down and 10. Twin receivers to either side of the formation. Hookstein under some pressure now in the backfield. Stumbles and just underhand flips it to the sideline to avoid the sack. And I guess Hookstein knew what he was doing on that one, just getting that ball away. He knew he could make it over to the sideline. So just kind of a heads-up play, honestly.
Yeah, I think interesting.
No call for intentional grounding. Quarterback was out of the pocket.
Yeah, he was out of the pocket, so no.
The line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah, that does get a little tricky when you're being chased like that.
The only thing I was surprised, and the referee explained that to us, is I didn't know that was a rule in high school, that outside the pocket. I wonder if that's a change.
I believe it is. So now it's 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line. They need the 38 in DCG territory for the first. Here's Hookstein back to throw. Quick throw over the middle of the field. It's Dylan Rank. Jukes the defender to the left. Short of the line to gain at the 41-yard line. And a swarm on the field right there. So a 4th and about 3 coming up for Norwalk. What do you think the Warriors dial up here, Chris?
Well, you know, here's what I'm doing if I'm Coach Patterson. Right now, I'm going with a hard count. They've done that well all year long. We'll see if he decides to go for it. I think the first thing we're going to see is a hard count to see if we can get DCG to jump off sides. If we decide to continue on the play, I guess we'll wait and see.
So it's 4th and 3, a big play in the game for Norwalk as the first quarter is winding down, 35 seconds. 3 receivers far side. Hookstein, they do snap it. Hookstein back to throw, takes off upfield, lunges forward, very close to it. Now the ball is fumbled and Norwalk recovers, but is it a first down?
I don't think so, John. We are right on that line.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we're short. And
a half-yard short, yep.
No review in high school football. So, to be honest, in high school, it's one of the things I actually enjoy about high school sports. Because nowadays, when you watch college and pros, you watch it and you're like, well, we got to wait for 2 minutes or 5 minutes to decide if that's really. It might come back from a commercial break. You could see that where they marked him was going to be short.
Yeah.
So.
It was about a half a yard shy of the first down. And Hookstein, man, he knew that line to gain. He was diving forward for it, but came up just short. And DCG takes over at their own 39.
I would be surprised to see them run the ball and try and get the wind here for the second quarter.
And that's exactly what happens. They give it to Carpenter up the middle, stuffed after a gain of 3. And that'll allow the rest of the first quarter clock to run out here at 16 seconds.
Eli Carpenter.
And yep, they will give them a gain of 3 yards to the 42-yard line. Clock down to 10. And it looks like the teams will be content to let the first quarter run out.
On the tackle for the Warriors.
Chris, a back and forth first quarter defensively. Neither team has been able to find pay dirt, and we're still scoreless after 1. Norwalk 0, Dallas Center Grimes 0. Back for the second quarter after this from Minert Field.
The sprint car capital of the world becomes the late model capital of the world September 16th through the 18th with the 17th Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals. Over 60 late model drivers from across the country will vie for the title of Late Model National Champion. Tickets are still available by logging on to KnoxvilleRaceway.com. The 17th Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals at the Knoxville Raceway, September 16th through the 18th.
Hello folks, Rebel here. Are you in need of a new cover? With all the severe storms we've had in recent weeks, you may need a roof inspection to diagnose potential problems with your roof. At All American Exteriors, our technicians are trained to suss out even the most hard-to-find damage, helping you receive the best roof while saving you money. Our excellent service has been recognized as being one of the most reputable roofing companies in the state of Iowa. Why not let All American Exteriors be your advocate? Call now.
We're back live at Minard Field in Norwalk as we welcome you back to the second quarter of action. Norwalk 0, Dallas Center Grimes 0, and it's the Mustangs with the ball as they flip sides. They move now from left to right as we see it. Halverson being chased down by Maddox. Borching Johnson fires it downfield, and it's complete across the line to gain into Norwalk territory at the 48-yard line. On the grab that time for DCG was Cade Mock, a senior tight end, number 83.
That ball was in the air for a long time, and I thought the Warriors were going to step in front and intercept that pass, but just enough to sneak it through and create a first down for the Mustangs.
Well, Chris, as we start the second quarter here, this is a first this year. No scoring in the first period of play.
Yeah, no scoring and no turnovers, which has been kind of different for any game that we have played in yet this year.
No turnovers, but 4 punts and 2 turnover on downs combined in that first quarter. Here's a handoff to Carpenter. Jukes around up the middle of the field. Through the pile, and he is brought down around the 40-yard line. Norwalk thinks there's a fumble, and they recover it. And there's the first turnover of the game as the Mustangs cough it up at the 40-yard line.
So no fumbles in that first quarter, but we talked it right into existence to start the second quarter. And I was going to just tell you, be mindful that I wasn't talking about Warrior turnovers in the first quarter. I was talking about our opponents. So nice job by our defense to create that turnover and maybe get that momentum swing that we needed.
So 11-14 to go in the second quarter as Norwalk takes over at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10 as they now move it from right to left as we see it. Hochstein in the shotgun, takes the snap, quick throw near side. It is hauled in by Dylan Rank, tries to turn the corner, and it's a loss on the play, running backwards.
Yeah, they're really trying to work hard to get Dylan the ball. You know, not only, I think one of the things you forget, you know, we talked about the balance of Braden brings, but then not only that, but also let's not forget the blocking that gets established with him. You know, the other guys that are in are just not as big and physical as some of the guys that we lost.
2nd and 14, Norwalk back from their own 36 now. Hochstein with a hard count. Now he takes a snap. He fakes a handoff. Takes off to the left on a quarterback keeper. Stumbles to the 40-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. And a 3rd and 10 coming up. Another conservative play call that time, and it makes it 3rd and long.
And I did notice Kayla Rodman getting up a little bit gimpy, and that is not what we want to see right now, because we definitely do not want that receiving core to get any thinner tonight. I did see Kai Pearson just check in for the Warriors.
Pearson, we don't see him play a ton of offense, but he is out there.
And they split him out wide. Let's keep an eye on if we send him deep and give him a shot to make a play.
Hochstein rolling out to the right. Looks for someone to throw it to. Still rolling out. Now takes off across the line of scrimmage. Brought down after a gain of 4 on the play. Looked kind of like an awkward tackle. Almost kind of looked like he might have got his face mask grabbed, but maybe not. And so 4th and 6 coming up, and it looks like the punt unit is trotting out there for the Warriors. Yet another punt in this game as the Warriors unable to take advantage of the DCG turnover.
Yeah, just it's tricky. We're gonna have to work for our yards tonight, and you know that's kind of what I told you. Don't be fooled into thinking this is going to be one of those games where we're just going to be able to come out and do whatever we want, especially on the offensive end. This is a good defensive football team.
Wobbly punt toward the far sideline, and it bounces out of bounds. And DCG will take over in their own territory. Windjam Law Firm Instant Radio update just to the southeast of us. It's Indianola on top of Lewis Central, 7-0 after the first quarter. And so we expected that one to be a pretty decent game. Looks like it's turning out to be. Fairfield on top of Knoxville, 7-0 and 1. Sigourney Keota leads Pleasantville 35-0 at half. PCM and Iowa Falls Olden are scoreless after 1. And Bondurant Ferrara leads Pella 7-0. That one just underway.
Yeah, you know, I think we are going to find that we have 2 of the best teams in the state in our district. I think Bondurant and Indianola are 2 top-tier teams.
No doubt about that. So 9:12 to go as DCG takes over at their own 40-yard line. Swing pass near side. They find Jackson, and he's brought down to the backfield, and there comes that flag.
pretty easy call there for the referee out there. He actually tugged his jersey, and great pursuit by, who is that? Is that Kai Pearson? Or no, 21, who is Braden Pearson, his brother, Braden. It's not one Pearson, it's another. Yep. Their parents are right in front of us cheering them on hard, so they're doing a great job.
10-yard penalty.
The whole Pearson family. But really nice job. Those swing passes, we've done a great job with all night, kind of blown them up with the blockers, making it look pretty easy.
So Norwalk accepts the holding penalty, and it backs Dallas Center Grimes up to their own 29-yard line.
Keep an eye up top with Jackson Jones.
And it looked like they were going to run the option play. Halverson taken off upfield, takes a shot at the 37-yard line, and gets to about the 40. Gain of about 9 on the play. And it brings up a second down and about 11. That was a power run that time by Houston Halverson, the Dallas Center Grimes quarterback, to make it 2nd and 10 once again.
Yeah, let's just keep our eye on that as the game goes along. If they split out Jackson Jones up top, you know, he's got about a 6 to 8 inch height advantage on Josh Brown up there. So let's just make sure we get that covered and get some safety help over the top.
Here is a handoff to Arbuckle across the 45-yard line. 3rd and manageable coming up here after a gain of about 5. And you were talking about Jackson Jones there. Yeah, he stands there at 6'3", one of the taller dudes on the field out there.
Well, if you remember, he's their 4-man in the basketball team, and so he plays really big. His dad's the girls coach and was a phenomenal college basketball player.
3rd and 2.
Jackson will be playing college basketball next year as well.
3rd down and 2 now for DCG. They need to get to the 50-yard line to make the conversion. 3 receivers to the near side, but it's Arbuckle taking it once again, and he runs straight into that Warrior brick wall of a defensive line, and they back him up for a loss of 2 on the play.
It's just really great when we're up front. You just can't run that ball up the middle with our guys. I will tell you, John, though, one thing that just for our viewers and our listeners to keep in mind, the wind is really picking up tonight and becoming a significant factor in this game, I think.
Yeah, the weather, you know, as we move later on into September here, it's just gradually starting to change, cooling down a little bit here. We got 72 degrees right now, according to the National Weather Service, but a 13-mile-an-hour wind out of the north-northwest. And here's a spiraling punt from the DCG punter. It's fielded back down inside the 15-yard line. And Kai Pearson out there on the return. Takes it out to the 30-yard line. About 15 yards on the return.
Yep, really nice job by Kai.
So another DCG punt gives the Warriors the ball at their own 30-yard line. And they have 70 yards to go for the game's first score.
Brings the ball out.
Wingham Law Firm Instant Radio update. It is Fairfield 14, Knoxville 0, just underway in the 2nd quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Warrior Stadium, the wind is out of the east-northeast. And with that, it brings the smell of the concession stand your way. They've got burgers over there. The grill is fired up, and it's ready for you to pick up some grub. Head on over.
Kids are going to the edge of the balcony again. Like there's another flight going.
With the kicking for DCG is Cade Mock. Back deep to the Warriors. Number 23, Tracy Davis. Davis on the return. It's tackled around the 17-yard line. Will be first down and 10 Warriors. Time to carry. Picks up 8. Second down and 2. Fiore on the tackle. Luke Jones on the carry for the Warriors. No gain on the play. It'll be third down and 2. Hookstein to the carry. Dives forward to the Warriors 36. First and 10, Norwalk. Brought down to play by number 10, Josh Hendricks. Number 32 is the ball carrier for Norwalk. That's Luke Jones. Gavin Todd on the tackle.
First half become 20 yards in the second half because you keep wearing them down. So like to see that. Let's see if we can keep this drive moving. Let's keep our eye on Dylan Rank too.
Gain of 23 on the play. Hookstein in the gun, quarterback keeper to the left, lowers the shoulders across the 40-yard line and stumbles down around the 35 around the Norwalk sideline.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, they're getting him out on the edge, and Landon going up against a defensive back is not favorable for Dallas Center Grimes, so we will take that anytime we can get it.
It's a gain of 6 from the 41 to the 35. Second down and 4 for Norwalk. 9:40 to go here in the third quarter.
Here comes Kai Pearson in the game. Let's see what we got in store for us.
Hookstein in the shotgun. Rodman is the single receiver to the near side of the formation. And they fake the handoff, read option this time. And Hookstein picks up about 3 on the play, close to the sticks. They say it'll be third down and short, though, as Hookstein brought down
on the first down.
A yard short of the line to gain as they spot it at the 32-yard line. And this is a spot where Norwalk's ground game will hopefully pay dividends.
Wearing down those legs of the defensive linemen. I really like what I see from the offense and the big guys up front for the Warriors.
Third down and 1. Here we go. It's Hookstein keeping it to the right. Lowers the shoulders, and he's got the first down at the 29.
Again, just a straight power play up the middle by the Warriors. And Landon is just, our biggest, strongest athlete right there. So good job by him.
They spot the ball at the 30-yard line, just enough to pick up the first down. Shout out to Melissa Bice watching on the YouTube stream, replying to my tweet. Glad to have you along with us tonight.
All right, good job, Melissa.
3 receivers far side of the field. Hookstein sets the feet. Over to the far side of the field. It's hauled in along the sideline. I think it was Dylan Rank over there on the flag route to the sideline, and he's pushed out right around those sticks, and they will move the chains. Nope, they say he was just shy of the line to gain.
Almost just as good. And second and 2 really can open up the playbook on that.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down and 2.
Second down and 2 as they move it down to the 22-yard line. 10th play of the drive coming up here. A sustained drive for the Warriors. And here's a handoff.
There we go.
And up the middle is Monroe. Breaks away from one tackle, down inside the 10-yard line, inside the red zone. All the way down close to the 5-yard line, and what a run that time to set the Warriors up with first and goal.
Really nice running by Chase. We've really found something in the middle of that offense, and we're getting some good yardage. First and goal from the 10. Here comes that Warrior offense.
Luke Jones checks into the game. Dylan Rank, Kaylor Rodman, the receivers as well, and they line up 3 to the near side this time.
Let's take a good look at Landon here, right? Keep that power football. Let's see if they can stop him down low.
Hookstein, a keeper, jukes to the left across the 5-yard line.
Got more than half of that on that first one.
Inside the 5, they spot it just inside the 5, so second and goal, a long 4 to go here, second and goal.
Okay, let's just keep pounding that ball. I don't think there's any need to do anything too silly. I would just keep looking for Landon straight up that middle.
Norwalk looking to tie this thing up. They trail 7-0 to DCG. Hookstein in the gun. He keeps it again.
There he goes.
Up the middle, lowers the shoulders, somersaults into the end zone, and that's a touchdown, Warriors. Landon Hookstein from 5 yards out, and the Warriors are an extra point away from tying this game.
Great football. Good job by the offensive line. And I really like it from Landon. Really hard running. He kind of established that whole drive on the first run when they had him bottled up for about a 2-yard gain maybe, and he ended up getting 7 or 8 out of it.
It's Kayla Rodman out to attempt the PAT to try to tie this game. Snap, spot, kick, up, and it is good. And with 7:08 to go in the third quarter, it's Norwalk 7, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Back after this from Minard Field.
If you're in need of a new family physician, Unity Point Clinic in Norwalk is now accepting new patients. Unity Point in Norwalk has been caring for their patients for 20 years strong and have convenient hours to serve your needs. They're open Monday through Friday and on Saturday mornings for urgent care. With 9 providers on staff in-house, Unity Point Clinic in Norwalk is dedicated to providing exceptional care for you and your family. Give them a call today and schedule your appointment, 285-3200.
When you are in an accident and suffer a serious injury, you need serious representation. The Windjam Law Firm attorneys in Norwalk are experienced trial lawyers who have spent their careers in this area of law. Call Ken Windjam at 515-981-5220 to find out how the Windjam Law Firm can help. Ken spent many years as a lawyer for insurance companies. Now he uses his knowledge and experience to obtain the very best results for injured people. The Windjam Law Firm. They used to work for them, now they work for you.
Back live at Minard Field. It was a 9-play, 83-yard drive that shaved nearly 5 minutes off the clock, and it was capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run by Landon Hookstein, and the Rodman PAT tied this game 7-7. And now here's a new kicker out there for Norwalk. It's an end-over-end kickoff, and we got a flag, and they blow this one dead.
Yeah, we were about 3 or 4 yards offsides on that. I think, is that Gabe Johnson kicking now?
It's 22, so Keegan McKinney.
Okay, Keegan.
So, yeah, we've seen, unless I'm seeing that number totally wrong, but I think that is 22 out there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's 2-2, so that is going to be McKinney.
I think his approach is just a little bit slower than
so the guys started taking off, right?
Yeah, Kayla Rodman. Kayla, I told you, I saw he was a little gimpy in the first half, so it must be impacting his kicking.
So they'll back up the kickoff to the 35, and McKinney's out there. Slow down, everyone.
Settle down.
Yeah.
I go a little slower.
7:08 to go here in the third quarter. We're knotted up, 7-7. And now whistles again. Not sure what the deal was here. No one was offsides.
I don't think the referee was in proper position. He had not gotten. So here we go. One more time.
See if we can make it happen here. See if they can stay on sides. And it's a slow approach. There it is, an end-over-end kickoff. And it's fielded at the 25-yard line by the DCG return man. Jukes a man at the 35-yard line. And a solid tackle right around the 35.
I think, I don't know what you guys thought, but we were a little fortunate. I thought we were offside at the end. And it was really hard. He does have a slower approach, and I'm sure it's just not something they're used to. But
first down and 10 Mustangs at their own 30.
So 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 3, and Dallas Center Grimes will get their first possession of the second half after a long, time-consuming drive for Norwalk to start things off here in the third quarter. Mustangs will have the wind at their back here in the third. As they move.
I don't know what happened with Josh Brown over there. He came off after the after kickoff, then adjusted something. So hopefully it was just an equipment malfunction and nothing more than that.
Swing passes. Halverson was looking for Arbuckle on the left side, and it falls incomplete. Some contact out there as well.
But we know how important those secondary guys can be, and so I was just. But I think he's all right. Hopefully it wasn't an injury. It might have just been an equipment thing, but he hustled right back out there.
6:55 to go as that play ran 5 seconds off the clock. DCG with decent starting field position on this drive at their own 37. And a 2nd and 10 coming up. And a handoff up the middle. Nothing happened this time. Loss on the play. Hunter Blomgren, I believe, in there to make the stop for the Warriors defensively. Loss of 1. Back to the 36. And that brings up 3rd and 11 for Dallas Center Grimes.
This would be a really great start. Get a 3 and out here and get the ball right back for the Warrior offense.
Norwalk looking to bounce back from a 31-3 loss at Lewis Central last week. DCG looking for their first win of the season after losses to North Polk, Bondurant, Farrar, and Johnston. Back to throw is Halverson. Over the middle, finds his intended receiver. Just shy of a first down, though. And a 4th and short coming up for Dallas Center Grimes.
Well, this is decision time. I think, well, they're going to just come out and punt. I was going to say, I think it's at least worth for if you're Dallas Center Grimes to line up and see if you get the Warriors to jump offside, but they're not even gonna go for that.
I'm a little shocked, too. It's 4th and 1. I mean, all you need is a little bit of a surge up front, but I mean, they know that Warrior offense is cooking right now, so they want to give them as long of a field to drive as possible.
Yeah.
So the punter is Austin Meggers. He gets the snap and boots it up and away. End over end kick, fielded inside the 20-yard line by the Warriors return man Davis. Spun down across the 30-yard line.
I think that was
Kai Pearson. Yep, that's Kai on the return. To the 31. Be looking forward to some white jerseys and purple numbers next week.
Yeah, right. That will make things a little bit easier.
5.5 to go, and the Warriors get the ball straight back after forcing DCG to a 3-and-out on their first drive of the second half. Norwalk finished it off in 9 plays on the previous drive, and now they will get it back just 90 seconds after they punted or after they kicked it off. And this time they start at their own 31. Looking to put this one in the barn again. Handed off on a sweep to Luke Jones. Tries to turn the corner on the right. He does. Oh, he hurdles a man across the 40-yard line and pushed out at the 45, and a flag comes in right after the play is blown dead.
Around 13 will be first and 10 Warriors.
So it was thrown from the backfield.
Yeah, I don't know for sure what we're going to see here.
I'm not sure it was late contact.
We got the Warriors clapping as if they know something. It was a weird way for the flag to come in.
Right. I mean, kind of a bang-bang play along the sideline. Nothing egregious, that's for sure, I don't think.
During the run, personal foul on the defense. Illegal helmet con, hands to the face. That 15-yard penalty results in a first down.
All right, well, you heard it right there, and it's a 15-yard walk-off for Norwalk. That'll move them into Mustang territory to the 40-yard line.
So one thing I'm going to tell you I always find is interesting, especially in high school football. DCG had a 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line, and they turned that down so they could punt.
Yeah.
And 2 plays later now, Norwalk has it 10 yards beyond where they were. So I know Coach Patterson is really aggressive, and so you got to give him credit for that when he makes those tough calls.
Hookstein fakes the handoff and takes off to the right. Gain of 5 or 6 on the play to the 36. And a 2nd and medium coming up for Norwalk after Landon Hookstein. That QB keeper has been kind of Norwalk's go-to throughout the game tonight. And, I mean, as long as it's still working, might as well keep rolling with it, right?
Absolutely. Great adjustments at halftime, and kind of what we thought we might see here in this second half.
2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. 3 receivers near side of the formation. And here is Hookstein. Hands it off up the middle. No, it's a quarterback keeper. It faked me out too. Lowers the shoulders, pushing the pile, and he gets the first down. Right along that sideline, the Warriors text over on the field is where he goes down. And that was a great fake that time. Had me fooled a little bit at first, and now here comes Tracy Davis back in there.
Yep, and it's all our ground game. You know, we're just establishing a ground game, and we talked about that in the first half, that it was not flashy, and but it's creating a chance for us to play winning football in the second half.
Pickup of 6 moves the chains for a Norwalk first down. Here's Hookstein, back to pass. Slings it over the middle. It is caught, and that is a touchdown, Norwalk. A catch and run that time for the Warriors.
Tracy Davis.
And there it is. It is Tracy Davis. He's got 2 catches on the year and 2 touchdowns. He was wide open on the curl route and was able to turn around and take off. And he was tackled on his way into the end zone for the score. And the Warriors lead for the first time tonight. Here's Kayla Rodman out to attempt the PAT. Try make it a 14-7 game. Snap, spot, kick, up and good. And with 4:07 to go in the third, it's Norwalk 14, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Back after this from Minert Field.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Here at the Greg Young Extra Mile Institute, we teach our specialists how to provide the best customer experience.
Okay, class, who can name all 172 inspection points performed on every Greg Young pre-owned vehicle?
Engine oil and filter, shift interlocking drive axle and transfer case clutch.
Correct.
Buy a pre-owned Silverado starting at only $25,500. 26 available. Find new roads. Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you. Does not include tax, title, tax, or GY extra mile plan. See dealer for details.
We're back live at Minert Field. That Norwalk drive capped off by a 29-yard catch and run from Landon Hookstein to Tracy Davis. And the Rodman extra point made it 14-0 Warriors here with 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Chris, this Norwalk offense now cooking here as we start the second half.
Yep, and Kaler's back kicking off, so that's a good thing. A little squib kick there.
And it's fielded by Jackson. And he's running to the left to the 30-yard line. They did a little fake handoff there in the backfield on that kickoff return. And Jackson returns it to around the 30.
Well, you really can't ask for a much better start to the second half than what the Warriors have had. They took the ball right downfield, got a 3-and-out on defense, and then got the ball back. And just a great pass. It's what we've talked about all night, though. We're being patient in the run game in order to set up some of our passing game downfield, and it's helped us with our ball handling, and just beautiful, beautiful job.
So Dallas Center Grimes takes over with 4 minutes to go in the third. And it's a quick catch and tackle here. And let's see, that was Jackson once again. And they get it forward to the 32-yard line to pick up of just 2 on the play on the quick crossing pattern there for Dallas Center Grimes at a 2nd and 8.
Yep, nice defense there by the Warriors, and you know, it held them to a minimal gain.
So 3 receivers out to the far side of the field for the Mustangs. Here is Halverson back to throw, being pressured. Airs it out, far side of the field, it's intercepted by the Warriors.
Kai Pearson, or was that Justice Williams? I can't tell.
I believe it was Williams. Pearson was in the area as well.
Justice Williams.
Yep. And it's Williams leaping it up and making the INT. And the Warriors get the ball back in DCG territory at the 39-yard line. Norwalk dominating time of possession here in the second half so far, and a chance to extend the lead to 2 scores.
Yep, really nice job there by Justice. Stepped in front and made a great play.
So Norwalk takes over with a short field to drive. They're at the DCG 39, 3:18 to go here, third quarter. Hookstein with a pump fake, airs it out, middle of the field, down for Dylan Rank, and he's got it! Touchdown Norwalk! A simple fly route down the field, and Dylan Rank there to haul it in at the goal line. And the Warriors on top 20-7.
You gotta love that, John. As soon as, you know, it's always a great time to go after a big play right after you've gotten the turnover, and a great pass. Landon Hookstein just playing excellent football tonight. Dylan Rank with a great catch, ran a great route, but Landon put it right on his numbers.
A 39-yard reception, and here comes Kayla Rodman out for the PAT. Here's the snap, spot, kick is up, end over end, and it is good. And with 3:11 to go in the third, it's Norwalk 21, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Back after this from Minert Field.
Nobody covers the Warriors like 94.3 KNIA and KNIA-KRLS.com. Live coverage of every football game. The KNIA Radio Coaches Corner every Saturday morning at 9. Stories every day on air and online at KNIA-KRLS.com. The Jeremy Dingaman Concrete Football Friday Night Radio Preview Show Fridays at 4:30, and the Greg Young of Indianola Football Friday Night Radio Scoreboard Show after the games. The one to count on for Norwalk Warriors coverage. 94.3 KNIA.
Back live at Minert Field, it was just a one-play, 39-yard drive, and it was Dylan Rank hauling in the catch from Landon Hookstein on a fly route, and it's 21-7. Norwalk with the lead over Dallas Center Grimes. And you said it, Chris, the Warriors got a chance up one score to take a shot, and boy, did it pay off that time.
Absolutely. Great job. Just a wonderful start to this second half, and they've done everything that they needed to do. Now we just need to come out and maintain, keep doing what we're doing, not lose our concentration, but come out and keep playing good football.
So they keep switching out the kickers now, as it's Keegan McKinney back in to kick. And we're going to have offsides again. Nope. It was close, though. End over end kick. This is a deep one. And it's fielded back down inside the 10-yard line by Jackson of the Mustangs. And a nice return for him up across the 35-yard line. And that is where DCG will take over. Chris, DCG has had a 3-and-out and a 2-play drive here in this third quarter. Of course, the 2-play drive was ended by an interception by Justice Williams. And let's see if they're able to muster up a response. Here they are. They take a lead into the halftime break, looking for their first win of the season. All of a sudden, DCG now, they're down 2 scores, and a tough position for them now.
Yeah, we got them right where we want them. Now, we talked about that. Now we've kind of established our feel for the game. Now we just need to wrap up tackles. Don't give up any big plays. We can even give up a first down or two, but just let's not give up any big plays, and good things will happen for us the rest of the night.
Isaac Arbuckle picks up about 5 yards on the play as he's tackled down by his jersey. Tracy Davis, Hunter Blomgren in there on the stop. And it brings up a 2nd and 5 situation. Clock ticking at 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll get you a Windjam Law Firm instant radio update coming up after this play. Trips to the far side of the field for DCG. Handoff up the middle. Arbuckle tries bouncing it and cannot get much to happen here as he's brought down right around the line of scrimmage.
Yep, great job by the defense. Really. Oh, and we got a flag.
Uh-oh. Of course, as soon as I went down to look at my phone here to get some scores, and looks like the referee is in the DCG huddle.
Yep, that's not a good sign for DCG. Nope. It's going from bad to worse for him right now.
So now one of the judges is heading over to the DCG sideline. Tell their guys to cool down a little bit here. I played high school football. I know when that referee comes into your own huddle, then
it's not a good sign.
Not a good sign, nope.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 28. That's number 28's first unsportsmanlike foul.
So Arbuckle, their running back, gets called for the unsportsmanlike. And the 15-yard penalty backs it up to the 27.
It'll be 3rd down and 20.
3rd and 20 coming up now. Just like that, it goes from 3rd and manageable for DCG to 3rd and 20. And they need to get it to the 47 to pick up the first. Things are starting to fly off the rails a little bit here for DCG. A lot of football left to be played. Twin receivers either side. And now Halverson airs it out over the middle. Incomplete pass. He was looking for Jackson down there over the middle of the field. And it goes incomplete. Jackson out there on the post. Jackson Jones, that is.
Jones, yep.
We have Keaton Jackson and then Jackson Jones.
Yep. And
a last name and a first name Jackson.
Nice throw there by Halverson, but just out of the stretch hands. But another great job by the defense. That's 3 3-and-outs to start the second half, and that's a recipe for winning right there.
No doubt about it. So it'll be Meggers to punt it away here for Dallas Center Grimes with his heels on his own 15. He gets the snap. It's a spiraling kick. And Pearson lets it bounce, and then he picks it up inside the 25-yard line, runs it down the sideline, and it's tapped out.
I don't know what's going on down here.
That's the second time tonight we've seen a flag on a punt play. And the first time it ended up being a penalty. The penalty ended up being assessed after the play. But let's see what they do here.
Hunter Blomgren was engaged with somebody down there.
And of course, well,
I mean, that can really change the field position. If it is a problem for us, you know, that's going to end up being a, you know, they punted from the 28, and right now the line of scrimmage is the 30, but if it's a 10-yard or a 15-yard penalty, well, it looks like it might be on them. They're talking to the
I was going to say, because you wouldn't have like a holding penalty for Norwalk on the return that far downfield, I wouldn't think. Unless, well, referee will make a call here, I would think, in a moment.
During the kick, holding number 10 on the kicking team. That penalty is declined. First down.
All right. So if they would have accepted it, they probably would have had to punt again. And Coach P thinks the 30-yard line will be good enough, so that is where Norwalk will take over. 1:44 to go in the third quarter, as Dallas Center Grimes punts for the second time here in the quarter. So they put the nose of the football right on the 30. 21-7, Norwalk on top of Dallas Center Grimes here. The Warriors starting to assert their will here as the third quarter has gone on. 3 scores here in this second half so far after trailing 7-0 at halftime. QB keeper for Hookstein after faking the handoff, and it gets brought down right around the line of scrimmage. And now some extracurricular going on after the play, no flags. And it's a loss of 1.
Hookstein the ball carrier.
I don't know, maybe Dave they just kind of got tangled up a little bit down there.
He just took his hat off, relaxed. Dave's been around for a while. Fun fact, he actually was the official in our game where we won the state championship for basketball. So
cool.
Yeah, kind of fun. Does a really nice job in all his sports. So he's done a lot of games. He's not going to let a rivalry game get out of control, that's for sure.
Yeah, awesome. So Norwalk takes over at their own 30-yard line. And up the middle goes Hookstein. Stumbles just shy of the line of gain. To the 39-yard line, needed to get to the 40, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Not the most generous of spots, but still third and very manageable. Let's see what we can dial up. You know, Landon running the ball has been really effective, but let's see if a little play action could be in store right here. You know, they're going to have to get overly aggressive to try and make a play. Maybe we can get Dylan behind the defense again.
So it ends up being a 3rd and 3, and a quick catch and throw near side, and there is Dylan Rank to haul it in on that comeback route.
Completes number 11, Dylan Rank.
And they get it to the 41-yard line when they needed the 40, and that's enough for the first down.
10 Warriors.
So it wasn't behind the defense, but still a great pitch and catch by Landon and Dylan, and just wonderful football right there by those two, and good job by the offensive line up front.
Windjam Law Firm Instant Radio Update. Bondurant for R21, Pella 17. That went into the third quarter on 92.1 KRLS.
Looks like Coach Patterson's going to let it go to the fourth quarter right here.
There it is, 3-2-1, and that'll do it. Our score after 3 is Norwalk 21, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Back after this for the fourth quarter from Minard Field in Norwalk.
When you are in an accident and suffer a serious injury, you need serious representation. The Windjam Law Firm attorneys in Norwalk are experienced trial lawyers who have spent their careers in this area of law. Call Ken Windjam at 515-981-5220 to find out how the Windjam Law Firm can help. Ken spent many years as a lawyer for insurance companies. Now he uses his knowledge and experience to obtain the very best results for injured people. The Windjam Law Firm. They used to work for them, now they work for you.
The exceptional care provided by the staff at Eden Crest Senior Living at the Legacy continues to move forward with confidence, care, and advanced safety protocols and red carpet hospitality. Not only will you or your loved ones enjoy the everyday amenities and services at Eden Crest, but your mind will be at ease with their Seniors First Safety Program and safety protocols in place against COVID-19 thanks to Eden Crest Pharmaceutical Partners and the CDC. Now offering rent specials, now is the time to make the move and enjoy red carpet treatment at Eden Crest Senior Living in Norwalk.
Back live at Minard Field in Norwalk for the fourth quarter. It's Norwalk 21, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Warriors will flip this thing around. Hookstein rolling to the right on 1st and 10. A catch on the near side by Kayla Rodman. Got some space to run and pushed out at the 40-yard line in DCG territory.
There's that play action pass that we were talking about earlier, right? You start establishing that running game and then everything opens up in that secondary.
Gain of 20 on the play as that play brings us into the fourth quarter. Chris, with Norwalk up 2 scores, another touchdown on this drive. If they keep running more clock, this could be a put-away drive in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, especially the way our defense has played all night. Had the one little hiccup, but it is done a great job. Really just love what I'm seeing out of the Warriors coming out from halftime.
And now here's a handoff to Chase Monroe. Got nice blocking there up front, and he picks up 5 yards. The hole opened up but closed quickly by the DCG defense. And a gain of 5 on the play, and it brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34.
Okay, good little run on first down right there. So that was a good start to the drive, or to the series of downs.
Right. Another Windjam Law Firm Incident Radio update coming up after this next play. 2nd down and 5. Clock ticking, 11:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Hand off to Chase Monroe. Nope, this is Luke Jones. Lowers the shoulders up the middle, burrows through, and gets close to the line to gain. Maybe just a yard or 2 shy. As that Pella Bondurant for our game has made it to the end of the 3rd, and it's still 21-17 Blue Jays. Iowa Falls Alden on top of PCM, 9-0 end of the 3rd.
3rd and short. I'm looking again for Landon. Maybe just go back to that power football with him. Just so enjoy what I'm seeing with this Warrior offense tonight.
Here we go. It's 3rd and short. Twin receivers either side. And here's a quarterback keeper for Hookstein. Lowers the shoulders, trying to push the pile. And he reaches the ball out to try to get that extra yardage. And I think he's going to have a first down.
I think they're going to.
Referee signals 4th down. He's got the closed fist. Oh, man.
They didn't give him that extra surge, which is too bad, because he really, I don't know that his forward progress was ever stopped, but it's all right. We're going to get it here on 4th down.
I think that length of his arm reaching out would have got him the first.
I thought so too.
But yeah, they didn't give it to him. So instead it's 4th and short from the 29 here for Norwalk.
Let's make sure we hold ourselves. No false start or anything here.
Hookstein in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to throw on 4th and 1. He rolls out to his left. Now he takes off upfield. He's got the first down and more. Just about to the 20-yard line. And it looked like a pass play at first, but he ends up taking off upfield, trying to catch the defense off guard a little bit. You don't see passing plays on 4th and 1 too often.
No, it almost makes me wonder if that wasn't the idea all along, was just to clear out the secondary and then let Landon go to work against the linebacker, and he was going to get the first down there. Nice job, Landon.
9:35 and ticking here in the 4th quarter. Play clock at 13. See how far they let this one run down. Just use up that clock here and get out here with the W. Here's Hookstein, back to throw. Swings it near side of the field, finds Chase Monroe, the running back. Ooh, he jukes around a defender inside the red zone to the 15.
It's amazing how the night has gone on, you know, with both Luke Jones and Chase Monroe. You've just seen them get more and more confidence the more they've gotten the ball in their hands. And I really love how they've been featured in this offense.
Yeah, you start gaining that confidence and you start pulling off moves like that, and makes for some fun football to watch. 2nd down and 3 coming up. A long 3, that is, at the 16-yard line. Norwalk with a chance to really put this thing away on this drive. Luke Jones gets the handoff in an inside zone play down inside the 10. Late hit in the backfield as Hookstein hit the ground, and I think they're going to get the Mustangs with another personal foul.
Yeah, and good job by the coach getting him out of the game there. That's a bit of a cheap shot, to be honest with you. That's not necessary, but a good run nonetheless.
Roughing the passer, defense, number 55.
Roughing the passer on a run play. That's a new one.
I think unnecessary roughness is the right call there. Yeah. I'm not sure roughing the passer.
It was just your everyday handoff up the middle, and they call roughing the
into the
passer.
Hawks team parents, we are not laughing that Landon got knocked down, because that was a penalty. I just don't think it was roughing the passer.
So it's 1st and goal from the 4, half the distance to the goal. Here's Hookstein keeping it.
Look at that.
Pushing the pile forward, very close, and they signal touchdown. It's Landon Hookstein with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. It's 27-7 Norwalk.
That's exactly how you answer a play like that, too. You go ahead and you say, That's fine. You can take that little shot when I'm not ready. But next play, he went and ran over about 4 defenders and wasn't going to be denied the end zone. The Norwalk offense is rolling in the second half, and it's led by Landon Hookstein. Great job by the offense and by the offensive line.
So here's the extra point attempt coming up by Kaylor Rodman. Snap, spot, kick is up, swings his leg through it, and it's good. And with 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter, it's Norwalk 28, Dallas Center Grimes 7. Back after this from Minert Field.
DCG Mustang.
Your future is our purpose. I choose Knoxville Schools. I choose Knoxville Schools.
If you'd like your business logo or sign to be displayed prominently in a Knoxville gym, baseball, or softball field, they want to hear from you. The Knoxville Community School District is now taking proposals to sponsor district spaces. There are different levels of sponsorships available, which includes logos, signs, and videos.
Your future is our purpose. I choose Knoxville Schools.
They'll begin taking.
We're back live at Minert Field in Norwalk with 8.5 to go here in quarter number 4. It's Norwalk 28 and Dallas Center Grimes 7. John Mowinkle and Chris Larson with you here on your Friday evening, week 4. And Chris, Norwalk has asserted their will here offensively in this second half. What a performance it's been.
Yeah, just a dominant performance on both sides of the ball. And I do want to go back to, just a really good job, and I know Coach Patterson talked to you about it in the pregame, of sticking to his guns. In the first half, it would have been really easy for him to panic a little bit and, just get ahead of himself. And instead, he just stuck with it, and he didn't make any,
We got a kickoff return to the 30-yard line. No, you're good, you're good.
And I just thought he did an excellent job of not panicking, sticking with the game plan. And then it has benefited him in the second half. And we talked about it at halftime that you could see that coming. But that takes a lot of toughness and, internal, fortitude by a coach to do that. And I just think he's called a great game, and Matt Rampton up there in the play box, just a wonderful job. And then the execution by the line and by our running backs has been phenomenal.
Halverson airs it out, and it's nearly intercepted by the Warriors. Justice Williams was right there in the area, but instead it's caught by Jackson Jones for a first down pickup to the 44.
I thought that was going the other way.
Yeah. So they go all the way up to the 44-yard line on that one. Dallas Center Grimes in desperation mode here with 8:05 to play. Halverson rolling right as the flag flies. And down the field, it's intercepted by the Warriors. And we'll see if this one ends up counting. I think it should. I think it was an offense. And now we have some pushing and shoving afterwards as Isaac Arbuckle is going to get away with a shove in the middle of the field.
I think.
So there was a penalty marker before that.
I think it might have been a legal formation, I think.
And so sometimes you see that as a dead ball penalty. Norwalk, obviously, if they can decline the penalty, then they will.
No flag.
No flag, all right. The official waves the arm with the flag in hand.
The signal is to disregard.
So.
Was that Tracy Davis on the interception?
It was, I believe, Tracy Davis, yes, all the way back there. For a second, I was wondering if this was even going to count, but it turns out it does, and Norwalk gets another takeaway.
Nice job by Tracy. Great coverage, and another interception for him.
So DCG calls their first timeout of the second half.
To the south end of the
Norwalk still with all 3.
It's time to hide the football.
And we got the hide the football thing with all the. Are we gonna have helmets up here on the video board? Yep. So yeah, that type of thing where you spin around the helmets and try to catch which one the football is in. A crowd favorite for sure. But Chris, Norwalk with their second takeaway here of the second half, and a chance really to just kind of sit on this one. Not sit on it, but just run the football all the way down the field and get close to running this one out, I would say.
It's one. I always find these to be very, very simple.
There it is. Yep, number 1.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, you just follow it.
Just follow it. I think I've always found. So yes, I think we've really established ourselves in this football game, and I'm really proud of this football team because, like I said, coming off of last week, I thought it would have been easy for us to panic in this football game, and we did a great job of just maintaining our consistency throughout this game. Now, the only thing I'm going to say right here, let's continue to play good football. No turnover. Don't put the ball on the ground. Don't run. Nothing silly here. Let's just get first downs and keep playing good football.
Here's a sweep play to the right, and a flag comes in on the tackle as it was Chase Monroe with the sweep. And the flag was thrown right as the tackle was made. We'll see if it ends up being a hold or whether it was some sort of illegal tackle.
Yeah, again, just this second half, there's been some weird flags. And
yeah, roughing the passer on a run play.
Yeah.
So, trying to sort this one out. And one of the officials is
during the run.
Here we go.
Blocking the back.
Offense number 11.
All right.
That penalty is declined. Second down.
By the way, we do want to let you know tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game presented by All-American Exteriors. We'll go back to the middle of the third quarter with Dylan Rank's 39-yard touchdown reception to make it 21-7. Now here's Hookstein. Avoids a sack to his left, rolling out. Now just throws it to the sideline. Had a shot at the receiver, but it was too high, and it falls incomplete in third and long coming up. By the way, tonight's Raise the Roof moment is presented by All-American Exteriors. See Rebel with All-American Exteriors in Indianola today, Iowa's top roofer.
Good decision there by Dylan. Again, another interesting play call here. Right now we are +2 in the turnover ratio, and that's most of the time when you win the turnover ratio by more than one, you're going to win the football game. That's just everybody who watches football knows that. Let's just make sure we don't turn the football over. I love the play call. Punt and let our defense play some more.
So little to no gain on that play on a Chase Monroe handoff, and it brings up a 4th and long situation. And Norwalk will punt from the shadow of their own goalpost.
Yep, nothing hurt though. No. And again, it's really looking like we're going to have a game where we had 0 turnovers. And I believe, obviously, I wasn't there with you last week, but I think we had 5 turnovers. Am I correct?
Correct, yeah.
And I am telling you, the Lewis Centrals, the Indianolas, the Bondurants, we can beat those football teams, assuming we take care of the football. Oh!
And the punt is blocked, and it's into the end zone. It rolls out the back. That will be a safety. And
did I see a flag?
His arm. I don't think.
No?
Okay.
No, okay.
So
no.
The official signals safety. I didn't.
No.
Yeah, there's no flag on the field. So that'll make it 28-9.
For a safety for DCG.
Which.
So now they'll just punt it from the. I think the 20-yard line.
Yeah, there was a penalty marker. I thought there was.
Where was it thrown? I don't even see it. The flag on the field.
Sideline warning. Norwalk.
All right.
Okay.
So no penalty yardage there.
But in any case, you know, when we play some of these great teams in our district, I think that you're really going to see that's what the games are going to come down to. You know, if we can win the turnover battle by 2 or more, we're probably going to win those games. If we lose them by 2 or more, we're probably going to lose those games. If it's somewhere in the middle, then it's a coin flip.
Right.
You know?
So 6:45 to go here in the fourth quarter, and they'll do the free kick after the safety. It's 28-9 Norwalk leading Dallas Center Grimes after that. So they'll do the free kick from the 20-yard line. And this one you have the option to place it on a tee or punt it. And will this be, yep, it will be Kaylor Rodman. And does he have the tee in hand? Does not appear that way. Now he's going back over to the sideline.
Safety. Warriors to perform a free kick.
So yeah, free kick coming up.
He's going to punt it, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Like, he's not our punter normally.
Right.
He doesn't have to punt it. I don't know if he knows that or not.
You'd think the referee would tell him, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he does here. And yeah, he's just holding on to it. And now a timeout is called.
Timeout. Norwalk.
So Coach B calls the timeout.
Yeah, I wonder if they don't want to just clear this up and say, hey, Kaler, have you punted before? Are you do you punt?
Right,
you haven't practiced punting much for us.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think now I look and Coach Schmitz is saying, hey, he wants to use a team maybe.
Right. I know, like in the NFL and stuff, it is a punt.
Right.
They do, but
I think you have the choice.
Yeah.
I think you have the choice. It's just traditionally a punter can punt farther than you can kick off a tee.
Yeah. So Rodman will head over to the sideline, and instead, well, they'll send Gabe Johnson out there, I think. Again, bear with us with the numbers here.
It's been a very odd couple minutes.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
So instead of punting from the 20 on the free kick, they'll place it on a tee and kick. And it won't be Kaler Rodman, it'll be, I think that is Johnson.
Is it Gabe? Or is it Keegan McKinney?
It could be Keegan.
This is harder than that game they put up on the board.
Right. And here is the kickoff from the 20. End over end kick fielded at the 25 by Dallas Center Grimes. And this is Jackson running to his left, tries to turn the corner at the 45. And he dives at the 50. So DCG will start at the 50-yard line, or maybe just behind it. Looks like they'll spot it right there at the 50 with 6:35 to go in quarter number 4. And Norwalk 28-9 with the lead over Dallas Center Grimes.
Okay, so let's just make sure no big plays here. Make them earn everything they get. And I think we'll be in good shape here. You know, and just no quick strikes.
So here are the Mustangs, 1st and 10 at the 50. Halverson back to throw. Now he takes off upfield, across the line of scrimmage. Got some space, and he runs to his right, down inside the 35. And close to the 30-yard line, 17, 18 yards on the pickup on the QB carry by Houston Halverson.
DCG at the Warriors 33.
They go from the 50 to the 33. That's a gain of 17. Clock keeps on moving here, 6:18 to go in the 4th. And they get right back up to the line. Halverson back to throw again. Dancing away from pressure, and he will, it looked like a throwaway, but instead he finds Arbuckle, and he's tackled at the 30.
Halverson's pass complete.
Making the stop for Norwalk, Braden Ross. For a second, it looked like that was just a throwaway pass, but he was able to find his receiver along the sideline for a gain of 4.
Second down and 6.
Okay, again, we'll give up yards, but just keep them in front of you. No big plays, no chunks.
Halverson chased down once again, pump fakes, and he does get it away. And
again, that's fine.
Short gain on this one once again, as it's Arbuckle with a catch once again on the flat route.
I like that we just keep bringing pressure.
Davis for the Warriors on the tackle. No gain in the play.
DCG right back up to the line. Tracy Davis there making the play defensively. Twin receivers either side. Here's Halverson back to throw. Better pocket this time. Whips it over the middle of the field. Incomplete. Up and over the arms of the intended receiver, Trevor Hamel.
Intended receiver for
and 4th down coming up.
Okay.
4th down and 7.
4th down. Let's get a stop right here, and that will just about do.
Just about, yeah. Couple of Windjam Law Firm Instant Radio updates. Iowa Falls Alden defeats PCM 16-0. Bondurant Ferrara leads Pella 28-7.
Wow.
With 10:22 to go in the 4th. Here's Halverson back to throw on 4th and 7. Over the middle, incomplete. He had Jackson Jones there open over the middle, but it was off his fingertips, and there's the turnover on downs.
Pass ball is incomplete. Warriors take over on downs. 1st down and 10.
Good job by the Warrior defense, creating another turnover on downs after the safety, and now you just get behind that offensive line, see if you can't pound out a 1st down or 2, and that'll be all she wrote.
5:08 to go, and Norwalk conceivably could just run out the clock on this drive, and doing even have to take it into the house.
No, and a big homecoming win against an arch rival is always a good thing.
Norwalk will snap a 2-game losing streak in the series with DCG. Hookstein QB keeper. Lowers the shoulders. Across that 32-yard line for pickup of 3 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 7.
Shows how how fickle football can be. You know, you look at DCG. I think been deep into the playoffs the last 2 years, and weren't they 11-1 last year, 10-1?
Well, so last year they went undefeated in the regular season.
That's right. I guess
they had the weird playoffs last year.
Yeah.
They got destroyed by Carlisle in the round of 32.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. So. Finish that thought after this play here. Low snap for Hookstein as he hands it off up the middle. Chase Monroe for a few yards. So they had one of their games canceled. It might have been Des Moines Hoover, one of the Des Moines schools. Anyway,
so 5-1.
on the carry for the Warriors.
No, because it was a 7-game regular season.
Is that what it was?
7-game regular season. They played 6 games last year. Had one of them canceled, presumably due to COVID.
Yeah.
And then had the first round playoff postseason, I guess, bye, and then they played Carlisle and lost like 41-14 or something like that.
But then, am I correct in thinking the year before they also had a deep run in the playoffs?
I believe that would be correct. Yes.
Good run by Luke Jones there.
First down pickup for Norwalk.
Running backs Luke Jones and Chase Monroe have done a great job tonight, running really hard. But you know, quickly can go from that to an 0-4 start, just like that.
Yeah, crazy turn of events for this Mustang program. But tonight, Norwalk will take it, as they likely will move to 3-1 after tonight, as long as something catastrophic doesn't happen here. Hookstein in the gun, and it's a handoff up the middle.
Well, and getting back to our team, Norwalk, you know, this is to me the best statement win we've had all year. Obviously, everybody will point at Pella and say, you know, because Pella's probably a better football team than DCG, but this is the most impressive win I think we've had under the circumstances. After licking our wounds a little bit and coming out on a homecoming week with a lot of distractions, we had a lot of opportunities tonight to lose our focus and to lose our cool a little bit. There was a little chippiness out there, and it was a very business-like approach. We had some injuries. That Luke Jones again out there.
Yep, Luke Jones. Pickup of 2 or 3 yards.
But you know what? They held to their guns, and they kept doing what their game plan was and executed it perfectly in the second half. And that is something you can build on for the future, and I think it's a formula to beat really good teams moving forward.
Landon Hookstein with 2 rushing touchdowns. 2 passing touchdowns, 1 to Tracy Davis, 1 to Dylan Rank. 2:10 to go here in the 4th. And some movement up front. Flag flies.
And I think that's offsides.
Dead ball, encroachment.
Yep.
Defense number 6.
Well,
a 5-yard
a little
penalty
different
results in a
rather
first
than
down.
offsides. But either way, it's a 5-yard penalty, and it's enough for a first down with 2:06 to go.
You're an old lineman. I've never really understood the difference between encroachment and offsides.
Well, encroachment, I believe,
they jumped. Is that it?
I think encroachment used to mean, anyway, that you actually had to touch the offensive player, and then offsides is when he just jumped.
Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't know if offsides meant like you lined up offsides, and encroachment meant you jumped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's actually probably more accurate, but yeah.
Well, and that one, it didn't look like they made contact.
Right.
So, in any case, as we just kind of wind this clock out, just a wonderful win for Coach Patterson and his team tonight, and what a great way to head into district play.
Warriors will head to Boone next Friday night. And you can catch that one on the KNIA 3 stream. Minute 19 to go. 2nd down and 11. And the Warriors just going to run the clock. Oh, it's a passing play. And it's a catch. I think it was Cade Campbell at the 40-yard line on the curl route.
Pass complete, number 6. That's Cade Campbell.
As Campbell is brought down to the 40. Third and medium, third and about 6 coming up now for Norwalk. That was interesting to see a throw in that scenario, but I guess it was completed, and he stayed in bounds, so keeps that clock moving.
He'll bring up a third down.
Nah, that's kind of a weird pass. I think we can take a knee now if we want to. We could have done it a couple plays ago.
And let's call that tonight's creative idea presented by Indianola Memorial Works.
Okay.
Still have that one to get to yet tonight. Tonight's creative idea has been presented by Indianola Memorial Works, serving Central Iowa for more than 45 years. As we have a quarterback bootleg this time.
Landon Hookstein.
Creative custom memorials and monuments the way you mount them from Indianola Memorial Works. 19 seconds. Norwalk does not have to snap it again. And they will get out of here with a 28-9 victory over Little Hawkeye Conference rival Dallas Center Grimes. A statement win on homecoming night in Norwalk, and the Warriors move to 3-1 overall. We will take a timeout. Our KNIA radio postgame show is coming up next from Minert Field.
Taking bids for sponsorships in the high school gym. Bids will be accepted the first 2 weeks of September, so if you have any questions, right now is a great time to reach out. Contact the central office or activities director Ryan Paulson at Knoxville High School.
Your future is our purpose. I choose Knoxville Schools.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Nobody covers the Warriors like 94.3 KNIA and KNIA-KRLS.com. Live coverage of every football game. The KNIA Radio Coaches Corner every Saturday morning at 9. Stories every day on air and online at KNIA-KRLS.com. The Jeremy Dingaman Concrete Football Friday Night Radio Preview Show Fridays at 4:30. And the Greg Young of Indianola Football Friday Night Radio Scoreboard Show after the games. The one to count on for Norwalk Warriors coverage. 94.3 KNIA.
The sprint car capital of the world becomes the late model capital of the world September 16th through the 18th with the 17th Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals. Over 60 late model drivers from across the country will vie for the title of Late Model National Champion. Tickets are still available by logging on to KnoxvilleRaceway.com. The 17th Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals at the Knoxville Raceway, September 16th through the 18th.
Hello folks, Rebel here. Are you in need of a new cover? With all the severe storms we've had in recent weeks, you may need a roof inspection to diagnose potential problems with your roof. At All American Exteriors, our technicians are trained to suss out even the most hard-to-find damage, helping you receive the best roof while saving you money. Our excellent service has been recognized as being one of the most reputable roofing companies in the state of Iowa. Why not let All American Exteriors be your advocate? Call now.
If you're in need of a new family physician, Unity Point Clinic in Norwalk is now accepting new patients. Unity Point in Norwalk has been caring for their patients for 20 years strong and have convenient hours to serve your needs. They're open Monday through Friday and on Saturday mornings for urgent care. With 9 providers on staff in-house, Unity Point Clinic in Norwalk is dedicated to providing exceptional care for you and your family. Give them a call today and schedule your appointment, 285-3200.
Here at the Greg Young Extra Mile Institute, we teach our specialists how to provide the best customer experience.
Okay, class, who can name all 172 inspection points performed on every Greg Young pre-owned vehicle?
Engine oil and filter, shift interlock, drive axle and transfer case clutch.
Correct.
Buy a pre-owned Silverado starting at only $25,500. 26 available. Find new roads. Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you. Does not include tax, title tax, or GY extra mile plan. See dealer for details.
We're back live at Minard Field in Norwalk as we welcome you to the KNIA Radio postgame show. The one to count on for today's local sports is KNIA. John Mowinkle and Chris Larson with you here on your Friday evening as the Warriors finish off a 28-9 victory over Dallas Center Grimes here tonight. Chris, that was kind of an interesting first half there as DCG strikes late in the first half with their only touchdown of the game, but then all Norwalk there in that second half, especially in that third quarter. Just a dominant performance for the Warriors tonight in the second half.
Yeah, just love the way we set up the second half with our first half. We established the running game and we stuck with it. We were determined to run that football. I thought our offensive line was wonderful. Running behind, we have a couple of veterans up there, in Justin Hayes and Noah Mulford, and we'll make sure to get some of the other guys in there before the end of this post-game show. But I thought they did a wonderful job up front. Luke Jones and Chase Monroe ran hard, and then obviously the ringleader of everything is obviously Landon Hookstein, and I thought he was just phenomenal tonight. He took care of the football, he ran hard, he dropped when he did get an opportunity to pass, he made phenomenal passes. I thought by far just his best performance of the year, and just a dominating performance.
Taking a look at the kind of a summary of how this thing went down. The first quarter, it was a turnover on downs by DCG on the first drive of the game, but then 4 straight punts by both teams, and then a Norwalk turnover on downs. The Warriors recovered a fumble early in the second quarter. That was followed by 3 more punts before DCG's Cade Mock hauls in a 23-yard touchdown reception to make it 7-0 DCG just before the half. Norwalk gets the football to start the third quarter, and a long drive, a 9-play drive, is capped off by a Landon Hookstein 5-yard touchdown run to make it 7-7. DCG is forced into a 3-and-out, followed on the next drive by a quick Warrior drive. Tracy Davis with a 29-yard touchdown reception to put Norwalk on top 14-7. Justice Williams gets an interception 2 scrimmage plays later, followed by a Dylan Rank 39-yard touchdown reception on the first play of the drive to make it 21-7. And then Landon Hookstein with another touchdown run in the fourth quarter to finish off Norwalk's scoring. DCG did get a safety on a blocked punt in the fourth quarter as well, but that completed the scoring here tonight. And like you said, Chris, Landon Hookstein with his best performance of the year, I would say. He accounted for every single Norwalk, well, except for the extra points, but every Norwalk touchdown he was either threw it or ran for it tonight.
Yeah, and I just thought he led his team well. I told you I was going to get back to this. I know we have Grant Kimball up there up front, Ben Litke, as well as Tanner Truman. So that rounds out the offensive line that did just such a phenomenal job. But then let's not forget, at the beginning of this game, we had some trouble lining up. We were a little discombobulated. We have a few subs in, and that's where I thought Landon's leadership really came in. He settled things down, and so it wasn't just about the plays he made, but it's how he led this offense tonight. It was that there was no panic, and I thought not just that, but how Coach Patterson led this team and in his offense tonight with no panic, and you kind of felt that. We talked at halftime that we didn't feel that nervous about the second half because we thought we were establishing some really good things in the first half, and we felt like good things were going to happen in the second, and that's exactly what they did. It's really easy to sit up here in the booth and talk about that. It's a whole lot harder when you're the coach who has to just trust yourself and trust your team. So kudos to them for doing that tonight, and just a wonderful, wonderful win for the Warriors.
And big picture too, I mean, since I started calling Norwalk games at the beginning of last year, I mean, they've been a pass first, pass often type of team. Really, that's all I've really known as far as Norwalk football since I started calling games for this program. And I mean, this was really kind of a big turnaround from that, finally kind of getting away from that kind of one-dimensional offense that they've been here, at least for the past year anyway.
Well, and I think a couple things go with that, and you had a bit more of a chance to talk to Coach P. I've not had a chance to really get into some of those details, just more our conversations. I think that's hard because on on the one hand, the passing game is so good, and you can get a lot of big plays. Unfortunately, it's high risk, high reward. And we talked about that tonight before the game. Our friends from KXNO are up there, and we were kind of telling them, if you're gonna pass that many times, there's gonna be some bad things that happen too. And I think you saw that when last week rolled around. And I think Coach P, like we said, it's not just on the players to learn, but it's also the coaches and the coaching staff. And I think he did some soul searching, and he was stubborn and he determined. And I thought that's how he coached tonight. And I just thought it was excellent, because if you looked at that there was a lot of good football games last year that we also lost. Kind of for the same reason, where we were scoring a lot of points, putting a lot of offense on the board, but we weren't winning the games because of those turnovers. Tonight was winning football, and I think it's exciting because I think it's something that we can really go forward with, and it'll build a lot of confidence in the kids to know, hey, you don't have to panic early if things aren't going great. But then once we get Braden back and we can start mixing in efficiency on that offense with all the other great things, good stuff, really good stuff.
That's going to be fun to see. Let's talk about tonight's Greg Young Chevrolet Radio key play and player of the game. I mean, we mentioned it's got to be Landon Hookstein as far as key player of the game. As far as key play of the game, I almost kind of want to go with the touchdown strike to Dylan Rank from 39 yards. That was really a statement right there. Just that one play drive, and really that was kind of the play. Was like, all right, Norwalk's kind of got this thing in the bag at that point.
Absolutely, and if I could give like a 1A or an honorable mention, the first play of the second half, and this is not going to go down as a huge play, but it was a run that was up the middle that was stuffed, and Landon snuck out the backside, and he turned a run that was maybe going to be a loss of a yard or maybe a 1 yard gain or a no yard gain into a 9 yard gain. And that's how we started the second half. Then we had 2nd and 1. That opened up our whole offensive playbook. If it's 2nd and 10, that's an entirely different play, and that can turn around a game. One play can change a game. I agree with all your sentiments about the big plays, but it all started with a little play.
Absolutely. That's tonight's Greg Young Chevrolet Radio key play and player of the game. Let Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk go the extra mile for you with award-winning customer service, thousands of vehicles to choose from, and always here community care. That's Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk. I think I saw Coach P on his way up here, so we will take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more of the KNIA Radio Postgame Show from Minert Field.
Nobody covers the Warriors like 94.3 KNIA and KNIA KRLS.com. Live coverage of every football game. The KNIA